Hello and welcome to the 17th Daily Prompt. This is the last pre-recorded prompt, so hopefully I'll be back home tomorrow after you've heard this story. This prompt is a visual prompt, as you can see, and it says write a story from the perspective of someone in this image. Perhaps we cannot see them, but they're there. And I've titled it First Day on the Job. First things first, we do not tell the Americans about this. Last thing we need is a Gillian Anderson wannabe sniffing around. The words were distant to him. How was he supposed to focus on anything other than the ginormous spacecraft that lay dead before him? This was the kind of thing that only happened in films, not to him, especially not on his first day on the job. Isaac had studied years, dreaming of someday being a scientist on the field. Now here he was helping to uncover the mysteries that lay within the metal shell before him. Of course, he whispered a reply. Look, I get it, Isaac, but you've got to stay focused. Things like this, they don't just appear out of nowhere. Your job is to find out what the heck it is, and how the heck it got there. Isaac nodded, snapping himself back into reality. Don't the Americans already have flying saucers in Area 51? He asked, calling back to his boss's earlier comment. Don't make me laugh. Sure, they like to act like they know everything, but they don't know a turtle from a tortoise. The boss patted Isaac on the back before leaving him to go explore the wreckage. The boss stormed into the lab as Isaac had his eye deep within the lens of a microscope. Martian soil. Isaac lifted his eyes from his instrument. It's centuries old, but it's definitely from Mars. The boss nodded with approval. Must have come to check out the Earth. The boss shook his head. No, this is a civilian ship. Isaac swiveled round his chair. How did you know that? The boss gestured for the young man to follow him out the lab. Isaac jogged along behind the man, his heart growing more and more impatient for whatever he was about to learn. He knew it must be something good if he had to leave his post to see it. Cover it up, please. Oh, God. He wanted to throw up. Suddenly, the excitement was no longer present. The body was covered with a blanket as Isaac began regaining his composure. That was a baby, yes I know, the boss sighed of sadness. No creature, human or not, would take a baby with them to another planet if they weren't desperate. They were escaping something, Isaac, and your job is to figure out what that is. Isaac nodded in agreement. You leave for Mars tomorrow. Isaac looked around in disbelief. Mars? You want me to be the first man on Mars? The boss laughed. Oh, don't be so naive. We've been sending people to Mars since the 80s. Again, don't tell the Americans. The boss winked as he left Isaac to take in the information. First day on the job, and I'm tasked with going to Mars. Isaac laughed to himself. Guess I better start packing, he reminded himself as he avoided looking upon the baby alien behind him.